Crossbowman!
Greetings YouTube, welcome to 0AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Cogan and Happy New Year. I'm recording this, this will be broadcast on the 1st of January 2022, so it's the first new game of the new year. It's a live game as well. It's one of the not quite live streams. Sadly, no co-commentators, but it is a good game. It's a 2v2 on the frozen lake and I hope you enjoy it. Just before we go to that, bit of extra news. You can now get the replay files of all of the games that I broadcast, so you can watch them back within 0AD and write in and tell me all the little details that I've missed. We've had a few people ask me about this and I've finally started doing that. At the moment I'm uploading the replays with every game that I broadcast, but I do hope to go back, maybe on request of various games. I'll put the replays back in historically for some of the older shows, but link in the description for the 0AD Newbie Rush replay archive. I hope that adds to the experience. It's certainly quite good to go back in and take my commentary off them and see exactly what went down everywhere. Follow your own particular player through the game. I hope that's useful for you. Do check it out if that's what you're into, but let's go straight to the live game. Right, we're off. It's 2v2. We're waiting for everyone to connect. This is a good opportunity for me to sort the graphics out. There we go. Let's orientate our teams. We have, we'll do blue in the north, blue and green in the north, team 1, red and yellow in the south. Let's go through the runners and riders. So, I haven't even done a proper intro for this, have I? I'm going to greetings YouTube. Let's see how we go. So, in the north, we have team 1. Torstein, rating is 1636, but claiming he hasn't played for 6 months and probably hasn't played much of Alpha 25. Playing as the Romans, 1636 is a respectable rating, so we'll see how they get along. I'm sure I've covered them once in a game ages ago, but can't remember. I really need to keep like a database of this or something. Anyway, moving along. Rui Lopez, who we saw very recently on Newbie Rush. I think he was defeated, but played a bit of a blinder. In defeat, if it's possible, it was an honourable defeat. So Rui Lopez in the green. Carthaginians, I'm expecting phase 2 rushes. It's got this big bay between him and his opposite number, so may have to go the long way round with horses, or may go straight for boats. We're back on the Gulf of Bothnia map. It's normal size. It's the frozen lake. Now, does that mean that they can traverse? Yeah, so no fishing. So that's kind of cocked it up. There's little bits of water, but most of this is accessible. I've never seen this biome before. Frozen lake. Interesting. Let's have a look at team 2. In the red, we have... How do I pronounce that? Alok. That could be awkward to say. We'll call him Alok because it's going to be a lot easier. In the red, playing as the Kushites. Let's see how they do. Rating of 1497. What was Rui Lopez's rating? It was 1387. So there's a good balance, possibly. Jane Fonda was a great actress in her day. Don't know how good a 0AD player they are. Playing as the Iberians, so they've got a bit of natural defence. All the players going along at a fair old click here. We're 2 minutes in, and it's Team 2, basically populations of 30. Team 1, populations of 29. Nobody apart from Torstein has gone in for additional cav, because I think he may have... Has he found some hunt? Ah, look at that. They're going across. These are indeed frozen lakes. Is this a coordinated team attack? Torstein? No, they're going in opposite directions. So they're just checking out the map. I'm slightly disappointed we don't get the proper bay, because that's basically stopped there being a naval game. But interesting. No fishing either. So... will be, I dare say the players are probably just as confused as I am looking at this, just to see where they can and can't go. So no fish, no nothing at all in this frozen wasteland, but they can go straight across it, so there are no barriers. So we can see this is Torstein who's scouting this side of it, and it looks like Rui Lopez he's found his teammate, so that's good news. Interesting. This would be so much easier if all this was open water like it was the last time we saw this map on Newbie Rush. I promised I'd show it again. I didn't expect it to be in this configuration. Let's see how the players are doing. Alok. I can't say Alokacock. That just sounds really, really inappropriate. Alok has pop-capped himself on 40. We have some confrontation here. Massive apologies, I was going to say. We don't have co-commentator for this, or little pundit. Weird Jokes was going to do it again, but he's involved in a tournament game with Let's Wave a Book, and that's much, much more important than doing a live game with me. I wouldn't do a live game with me if I was doing a tournament game against Let's Wave a Book. Although, knowing the way I play, my tournament game with Let's Wave a Book would be over in approximately 5 minutes if I was lucky. But I think Weird Jokes might fare a little better. We didn't have a kill. That was a near kill. Very sick horse retreated to the CC. Nobody's gone in for Cav. I thought there would be more Cav on this, but having seen that it's just a straight run south for both teams, or north, nobody's really gone in for the Cav. Where did Rui Lopez's other Cav unit go? So it's scouted that bit, but not gone much further. Population wise, Torstein's hit 50. Alokacock has hit 52. Let's see, we could be in for a bit of an economy build then. That's a surprise. I was expecting it to be Rush Central today, but I don't mind. Torstein's gone in for a fair bit of infantry there. Let's see. Let's have our first look at the Boongui mod. See what he's got. So Torstein has got nine skirmishers. Okay, mostly women we're seeing down here. The only one who's really gone massively, well, he's got the most cav and the most infantry. I don't think he's planning any kind of an early raid or rush though. With 5 minutes down, I said that. No, he's just sending them all forward to build a storehouse. So that's wood gathering. Is that an idol? That looks like an idle woman. Get moving, you idle woman. There we go. Torstein won't thank me for that. You've got an idle indicator. There's no excuse. It's not like I do it all the time. How are the populations looking? It's quite conservative. Everybody's been so well behaved. I can't believe it. 62 for Torstein, 64 for Alok, and over here, Jane Fonda, our lowest rated player, appears to be ticking along a fair old click. They are bringing up the rear now. Interesting, Rui Lopez has gone in for the most economy. Oh look, if you hover over them you get the breakdown of it. That's cool. And who's this over here? Is that Torstein again? Yeah, Torstein's with 2 horses, keeping an eye on what's going on, looking for some soft targets, maybe. So the nearest thing we've had to a kill is that horse that was almost killed, that retreated into Alok's CC. It's all very tight, less than 10 separating them. Rui Lopez moved to the bottom of the population charts now, but he's just moved heavily into infantry. Are we seeing the beginnings of a tactic here? We're seeing 30 infantry, 20 infantry from Rui Lopez, 31 from Torstein. Are they planning to send their infantry down in a bit of a hurry? Nobody looking like they're going to phase up anytime soon. We haven't got... apparently, remember a couple of weeks back, there was that little bug in the Boongui mod where basically the first person to phase up, it didn't get registered in the notification here. I think we got a little notification written, but it didn't do the indicator. That was just Athenians. That was not any other civ, according to Langbart. That bug has been fixed. I'm just waiting for the latest version of Boongui to come out. which will have that rectified. One other notable thing about the Boongui mod is some of the excessive lag you've been seeing, especially in the 4v4 games on Newbie Rush, that was apparently exacerbated by the Boongui mod. I think on 4v4 with populations over 150, you were seeing up to potentially, I think he said it was about 10 seconds of lag. So that's why some of our team games unfortunately have reduced to stop motion recently, but hasn't affected the viewing figures. I've got to say, we broke 550 subscribers today as well at time of recording, so things going from strength to strength for a niche channel. It's really cool. The Zero AD community, certainly those that watch like watching the game on YouTube, is growing all the time. While we're waiting for somebody to make an aggressive move, we've had a kill. Rui Lopez has killed somebody. So where was that? We missed that one. Looks like Rui Lopez might have sniped someone. It wasn't Jane Fonda's cav unit. I don't know where that occurred. Was that over here? That's the thing. There's so many areas where a kill could have occurred. But first blood, Rui Lopez has taken out someone. It wasn't a horse on Jane Fonda's team. Testing the water. Where is Rui Lopez's cav unit now then? It's not convalescing. There it is.
Yeah, see?
They might be planning another one of those. Speculative hit. We have phasing up. Rui Lopez going to phase 2 on 8 minutes 27, followed by Alok or Cock on 8 minutes and 34. Interesting. No sign from oh, looks like Jane Fonda's pop capped briefly on 103. Torstein going for the magical 100 before phasing up. Can't be far from it. There goes Rui Lopez, who's reached phase 2 on 8 minutes 56, closely followed by Alok, who will be going just after. Torstein, what's he doing? Not quite in a position, needs food. Who's floating resources? Yeah, so Torstein floating quite a lot of wood, suffering from a bit of a lack of food at the moment, and not any closer after that last consignment. But this looks like an aggressive move. This looks like 27 skirmishers, 10 Roman swordsmen, and Alok has just phased up. What's he going to be up against? So in total, you're talking about 37 troops. That's only half of his infantry. Where are they going? Are they going to scout past? No, they're definitely going in to cause some mischief here. We'll keep an eye on this. They're making very slow train-like progress. They're now coming in. Any military upgrades? Yeah, we'll just see what everyone is building. The moment on 9 minutes and 55, we are going to have our first bit of a battle here, completely unawares. There is a sentry tower, nobody in it, no kills yet. Seen a little bit of lockup. There are towers near the CC. We're seeing some kills. Torsten's got one, but yeah, at the moment, damage limitation. I think Torstein's likely to start losing some troops, although they're a pretty compact unit. They're stuck in a crossfire now between 2 towers and the CC. Are they going to try and go for the women? The closer they get, the more casualties they take, because they've lost their first one. All the women this side are well protected. This is quite a good defensive structure. We're going to get, yeah, all the infantry's over here. So Torstein probably a bit frustrated by this, looking for soft targets that aren't there. How are the rest of the populations doing? Jane Fonda's hit 133. Alok, despite currently being attacked, is 125. Rui Lopez is 113. Torstein, whilst controlling this, is going for phasing up. So 10 minutes 52. Interesting. Only Jane Fonda hasn't phased up. 143 population, 58 women, 64 infantry. So it's respectable, but yeah, let's see from the eco buildings. Is anybody... Oh yeah, look at that. We've got one of the little military camps there, and Alok seems to be doing his best to lure Torsten into vulnerable areas. His market's over here, but it is protected by a sentry tower. And now we might see a bit of confrontation. They're between two sentry towers, between some barracks, still potentially just at the very edges of the range. I think this is going to go badly for Torsten. So, yeah, already 9 kills apiece. Torsten's got 12 to 11. So, he's losing, but he is killing at the same time. He's still got a population lead. It's now switched. It's 1920. 22, so it's now swinging away from Torsten. So I don't think Torsten's getting any of his troops out of here alive, so they're going to have to fight to the very death, I think. They are still getting kills. It's 25 kills, plays 26. Jane Fonda started the town phase. So the last player is now on their way to phase 2. 12 minutes, 2 seconds. Torsten's still got some troops in there trying to get a capture on that tower. I don't know whether he's got enough troops left to make it. I think that is history now. He got 2/3 of the way there before total slaughter. 26 kills from that attack, but 37 losses. Would you say it's slowed down a Lockercock by any amount? I'm not certain. Doesn't look like it's, you know, he didn't have to go anywhere or do anything, just had to shift his infantry to the other side of the map. He's now got 10 cav. I think there could be some retribution here. And what has he got? He's only just over this border. He's not far at all. It's all infantry there. They have no towers though, so it's debatable how much help that's going to be. What is he producing? Is he producing more? Yeah, here comes some cav. They didn't like the look of that. A few too many there to take on with 7 camels. Is he going to have a look at Rui Lopez, or is he waiting for more camels to come out? Let's have a look at the eco buildings. It's all 2 barracks apiece. We've got a couple of those embassies as well from Rui Lopez. Well, we're taking a short break from combat. What is Rui Lopez producing? So there are cav coming out. Yeah, there go the mercenary cav. So this is what we're going to see. It is a pretty typical Carthaginian strategy there. So 14 of the mercenary cav, there they are. Is he going to throw them straight? He's got 15 cav altogether. Is he going to throw them straight into action? Nobody has gone in for, well, we're seeing blacksmiths being put down. I don't know why we're seeing 3 of them. Maybe that's for exceptionally fast military upgrades. So that seems to be Jane Fonda's tactic. But what are they going to do to repel the mercenary cav? They're not going to get at the fields, but these things are pretty deadly. They're very fast as well. There are 59 Javelineers in there, so a focused attack there, that will probably do it. Let's just make sure, oh, what we're seeing here. Torsten's gone, oh, we've got freeze. Who's lagging? Better pause that. No, we're good. Bit of a lag in the middle there. Don't know whether that was somebody exiting or joining, but I thought we were going to see total lockup. Huge battle here. And on the far side, we're also going to see a raid from Rui Lopez. Typical. We wait for ages for some combat, then we get 2 kick-ass battles either side. So it's a pretty traditional military combat in the middle. At the moment, that looks pretty even. Torsten's getting the kills. They're going up fairly equidistantly. Rui Lopez, did he get any kills? Looks like he got 1 and lost 1. So that attack has been quite fairly repelled. There are women this side. That's not good. There are houses. More women over here. Has he hit pay dirt there? Let's see how the big battle's going. Torsten, 69 kills, but loss of 87. I think he's being forced back. Yes, indeed. So Torsten now down to the bottom of the population charts. He's had to hide in the CC. And is that going to leave it open for... Oh no, look at this. Yeah, while he's weakened, I think Torsten has called Rui Lopez in because he was in a bit of trouble there. Good teamwork between the two of them. Jane Fonda has started the city phase. This will be incredible if Jane Fonda absolutely arms himself to the teeth in phase 3. Rui Lopez has started phase 3 as well. Meanwhile, Alok is going in for a raid with the camels, some distance here. At the moment, Torstein, he's rearming, but not that quickly. Jane Fonda's hit pop max at 204. In comes Rui Lopez on this side, and it looks like, oh, look at this. Yeah, not finding any easy to it. So good play from Torstein. He did manage to keep his infantry safe, and we get a bit of a fly past here. The mercenaries, 33 of them now. I know 21 of them in that group. The rest are just ordinary cav. They're coming in. Is Rui Lopez gonna get some serious kills here? Now they retreat to the safety of covering fire of the CC. The camels are going after them. They turn. Oh, they're running in, and they're going to be fighting from just outside. I thought they could make a fist of that. I fancy the mercenaries against the camel archers, but it's not really working out for Rui Lopez at the moment. Alok has been the kill fest major here. Look at this, 100 kills just for the loss of 71. Rui Lopez, only the one kill despite having all those mercenaries. I think they're just going to supplement things. Don't divide them, send them all in one go. No. And is this going to open the door for... no, I thought for 1 second there Alok was going to go and raid Rui Lopez while he was waiting. We're seeing military technologies now. Jane Fonda's got 2 of them. Are we seeing serious military buildings? I can't believe the 3, the 3 blacksmiths from Jane Fonda. That is quite a tactic. I've not seen that before. The fighting's kicking off. Rui Lopez still coming off worse from this. Only 3 kills for 15 losses. Getting a few more now, but losing these horses right left. These are expensive losses. There's towers going up. There's more horses coming in. But behind the palisade walls with the archers and now the infantry moving out, it looks like Alok is kind of quite comfortable with this. Just waiting for, yeah, is that a fortress? That's a fortress going down. So far and away, Jane Fonda, the biggest population and the biggest infantry, and currently the most military technologies researched as well. So Torstein sent some infantry in, but it's forlorn hopes at the moment. They're just going in, forcing them back, distractions. Rui Lopez's cav spending more time going in the opposite direction. They want to build that tower, but I don't think they're going to be allowed. I think they're going to be completely denied by distance by these archers. Trying to go the long way around here, the cav. There's still a lot of mercenary cav in there. Torstein's phasing up to phase 3 now. It's Alok is the only one who hasn't. Is he in a position to? He's not quite yet. So he's microing this well. That tower has gone up. I would have thought they'd have been better off denying that, really. We're now seeing, finally, a bit of a face-off between the mercenary cav and the camel archers. It still seems to be going the way of the camel archers just through sheer weight of numbers here. So Rui Lopez does not appear to be the exponent of the mercenary cav rush. So yeah, all his cavalry has been completely annihilated. There's one of them. There's one. That one escaped. That's doing a runner. So Torstein keeping them at bay, but look over here, we have a big movement. It is, whoa, that's well over 100 troops there heading towards Rui Lopez. Are they going to try and put a some kind of a military colony or CC down wide and attack from there? Nobody appears to have gone in for anything remotely siege. Let's see how this is going over here. So it's now Alok's turn to try and come in from the side, looking like he's going to try and take out fields and soft targets. There is still some skirmish going on over here, but it's from distance. It's mostly he's got 2 towers now. So Torstein sneaked up CC and 2 garrison towers and hoping to put a fortress over there. In the meantime, yeah, it's a civic center going up there for Jane Fonda. And it's a raid. It's a raid mostly on female citizens. This is going to be a slaughter for Torsten, unfortunately. So 94 kills, but 121 deaths, and Alok has got 176, 9 kills. It could be 180, 180 as they say in darts. 188. He's killed all the women over there, so that has put a bit of a dent in Torsten's population. Is Rui Lopez aware of the danger that is being built right next to him? So he's got one CC down. He's going for a fortress. Rui Lopez must be aware of the line. He's seen the line over here, so he knows something has been built in this area. Has he got the awareness to defend against it? Because, I mean, there's going to be siege workshop going up there. Oh no, the camels have gone in on the CC. They've got loads of kills, 218. It's going to be death by camel suffocation here. Is Alok now going to go and hassle? Yeah, he's going to hassle Rui Lopez, who's got lots of slingers. So this could be bad news for Team 1. At the moment, I am fancying Team 2's position. Just the fact that Jane Fonda, I think with the lower rating, has been left completely alone. Interesting. So four are these mercenary cav? No, they're ordinary. They're not even the mercenaries. The mercenaries are over here. Yeah, so there's 15 of the mercenary cav, but they are facing quite a giant camel force there. Very fast moving, long range fighting. Nasty camel force. What's Torsten doing? Torsten has spread right the way round. He's got the fortress up. Are we seeing a siege workshop? We're not seeing any siege. Yeah, now we're seeing 2 siege workshops. Is it going to be too late? The camels are starting to fall now, but the distraction is incredible. So we're seeing rams from Rui Lopez, but over here we're seeing the infantry going in. We're not. So I think he might have jumped the gun a bit there. So only 3 rams in production from Jane Fonda. At the moment, these camels have run into. Yeah, they've run through everything. They're now getting picked off a little bit. Is it a diversion? Yeah, there's more fighting going on here. A couple of camels left there. We're seeing slow production of the siege workshops from Torsten. I think this could still go either way. The infantry have gone in, being supported by these camels, and now Rui Lopez has to retreat. His rams are off. Where will those rams head to? Is he going to be able to defend this or protect the rams? I'm not sure what his plan is. So we have rams heading towards... he's only got camels to stop them, but they will see them in advance. They're heading, obviously, towards Alok. How is this going? They have captured a barracks, so Rui Lopez is in the crap a bit here, it has to be said. Has anybody got will to fight? Yeah, Rui Lopez has got will to fight, so that will perhaps not make him such an easy target. But Rui Lopez has really not been that effective a killing machine. His horses are all over here. It looks like he's looking to support the rams fully and maybe abandon his own CC. No, they're coming back in, but they're massively outnumbered. The rams are coming in for Rui Lopez's base. That could be a bit of a disaster. Is he making any more rams? No, that's it. Is he making... What is he producing at the moment? He's hastily trying to produce a hero. Nobody else has got a hero, interestingly. Those rams have gone here. It looks like they're going to try and support Torsten's attack. Torsten has gone in for catapults. They may or may not be effective. They will be supported by these rams. That CC is falling over any second now. So good teamwork between the remaining camels of Alok and this infantry. I think they're going to go for a capture. They've got a capture. So the ignominy of it. Rui Lopez has had his CC taken from him. He can rebuild. If he could find a neutral bit of ground, maybe here, he might be all right. In come Rui Lopez's rams on a lock here. Torsten hasn't quite supported as well. I was expecting more infantry to come in, unless I've missed a big infantry battle. I'm not seeing it. Torsten doesn't seem to be looking to commit the infantry. That is a shame. If they'd have committed between them, they might have done the business. But Jane Fonda now, who has been, you know, the silent partner in all this until he made his move. He was left completely alone. And now has got an extra, well, he's got 3 CCs. He's got more CCs than anybody else. And some siege engines, and is inheriting this infrastructure. And probably in a position, oh, there's still, look at this, there's still about 20 troops in there. They're looking to weaken it and take it, but bad news for Rui Lopez, as the majority of his force still able to, no, they're no longer able to make a CC. So they are now lacking the necessary resources. Will Torsten be able to send them over? There's a small quota of cav there. The rams are going in, but they are going to hit... what are they up against? Is there any swords? There are some pikemen, there are spearmen, there are some swordsmen. So those rams should not get anywhere. And I think with that, Team 2's chances possibly have just disappeared down a very large hole. Torsten's now pushing. He's shot his way through. It looks like they might try and go for a capture. The trouble with the trouble with all these catapults is they take ages to move into position. They are vulnerable. If you can get enough enough units close to them, they are devastating. They've taken down that tower. But unless they concentrate their fire and there is infantry available to protect them, or cav, there is still some Rui Lopez's cav there. CC going down right between the 2 territories, but I mean, it's a question. They still haven't got that, yeah, they still haven't got that fortress. It's keeping the infantry out of range. So Alok is repelling this attack. Oh, they don't want to move them there. The catapults are going to be taking fire the whole time. That one's dead. They are not going to be able to do sufficient damage, and I think this game has now properly swung by the way of Team 2. There's still yeah, they've got rid of that. Oh no, look at that. The infantry came out. They've recaptured a siege workshop. I think I'd have probably tried to capture a market, I reckon. But he's got barracks down. He's got a fair old bit of resources. So I'll tell you what he's lacking though. He's lacking houses. So unless he recaptures some houses in a hurry, then he's still not going to be able to add to his population. Torsten's still being hassled. He's lost all his siege engines. I think we could see some resignations here. And look at this. Alok has only just pressed the button on going to phase 3. So, yeah, they just did not produce enough siege. And the Carthaginian mercenary calf tactic just did not work for Rui Lopez at all. He's got his kill-death ratio back to something almost respectable. Jane Fonda's only got the 1-to-1 kill-death ratio because he's taken a bit of flack over here, but he's now looking to knock Torsten over very early. He's run straight into... that was probably not the route to go. Torsten has resigned. So that will be the end of it. And there he goes. And I think Rui Lopez has resigned. Well played, Team 2. Let's give him a GG, T2. There you go. Good stuff. Awesome. So I think we'll end it there. So let's quit out of it and have a look at the summary. I quite enjoyed that. It was it looked pretty clear which way it was going to go. Torsten did say that he hadn't played for a little bit of a while. There were some naiveties in his play. Maybe back in Alpha 23 he was a heavy catapults player. Maybe in Alpha 24 even. Rui Lopez. We've got a new curse, isn't it? We've got the curse of Rui Lopez. He's lost his 2nd game in a row on Newbie Rush. Went for Carthaginians, went for what has been quite a well-documented strategy, the Phase 2 Carthaginian mercenary cav, and it didn't quite work for him, it has to be said, unfortunately. Well, he did get onto parity towards the end, but by then it was way too late. Jane Fonda, hardly looked at them in the first sort of 20 minutes. They were left to their own devices. I think it's down to the low rating. I thought everybody thought they would be a bit of a noob. In the end, they were allowed to do the most basic, straightforward economy strategy build and get loads and loads of infantry, loads of military upgrades, build a CC right next to Rui Lopez, and then knock him over in a few minutes. Well supported, it has to be said, by, shall I say it one more time? A Lockercock. There we go. Who I think has to be top player for this one. They defended quite a few onslaughts from Torstein. In fact, responded. They didn't even go to phase 3 until the very end of the game. They didn't really need to. They were supporting. They supported Jane Fonda well, who just had to basically point his rams in the right direction, send enough infantry in. They captured the CC. Has he finished? He has finished top scorer. So for that lesson in defense and attack, what was he? Ptolemies? No, Cushites. Yeah, for that lesson in defense and attack, especially the use of the camel archers. The Cushite camel archers are pretty good. I might have to try out the Cushites. I've always stayed away from them. It's like it's a bit of discrimination because they were so weak when they were first introduced. It's the cliche. They were so weak when they were first introduced in Alpha 23. But yeah, they're now pretty much a force to be reckoned with. And I do like the camel archers in numbers. They are very difficult to take down. They are annoyance. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. Congratulations to Team 2. Thanks to Torstein, Rui Lopez, Jane Fonda, and a Lockercock for all taking part. That's another live game. We might have time for another one straight after. Who knows? But if I don't, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to be notified of future episodes. If you'd like one of your matches featured on the show, see the video description of how you can submit your replays. And if you can't wait for the next episode, then why not check out these playlists in the end titles for more replays, commentary and tutorials on 0 AD Newbie Rush. I'll see you in the next video.